Morning, everyone. It's Thursday morning. We're embarking on the Labor Day weekend, which will be a travel day, most highways, and getting together with family and friends, and ending the summer. It's a traditional end of summer time, and also the beginning of the influx of the election nonsense that we're going to have to listen to throughout the next few months, up until November and then beyond. Trust me, it will be beyond. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. You're welcome back. You're watching the Kaiser Report with John here. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on with regard to this interview that Harris has decided to finally take and give, and what is involved in this interview is walls. She has brought, or will be bringing, a chaperone in the form of her pick for vice president. And it's a little disturbing that she will not do an interview without help and a chaperone to protect her from any poisonous barbs that may be hurled her way in a conversation. So you have to say to yourself, do I bring Dad to my hearing? It gets more and more bizarre as you look at it, and now she's on about completing the border wall when she was dead set against the border wall all along, and she wants to get her hands on the money that was dedicated to doing that, and whether or not she'll put it into the border wall like she says she's going to do is another whole, I don't know, let's wait and see. It's like they want to make believe that she was not part of this entire administration that has canceled all of these things and very much allowed the influx of millions and millions of people to come across the southern border unvetted, unchecked, unvaccinated, bringing with them drugs, disease, and a myriad of planted terrorists that we don't know about, but we know, and the FBI has even said, they're here, and it's not if, it's when, and we're not paying attention any longer to it. We're listening to the campaign rhetorics of both sides, and one side has solutions, the other side is hiding from doing any sort of interviews and not doing big campaigns because the questions are out there. And the questions are not being answered by Kamala Harris, period. And she's trying to divorce herself from ever being with Joe Biden or agreeing with Joe Biden on anything, when history will tell you, and it's on film, that she came out of the meeting on the withdrawal from Afghanistan and sat there and told a reporter she was the last one in the room and helped make the decision, and now she knows nothing about it. The other travesty that took place this week that we need to be looking at is now there's a ripple going around among the left side about how angry they are that Trump went to Arlington Cemetery to help lay the wreath for these 13 service members that were killed in the Afghan withdrawal, and neither the president, who is laying on a beach in Rehoboth with his family, could be bothered to show up for that, nor Harris. They did not go anywhere near that. They were the ones responsible, and you would think, just out of courtesy to the families, they would have showed up for the wreath laying or been part of it. This goes to show you how stupid some people are in these United States of America that will support the Hayden-Harris campaign without any questions.
You hearing this?
It's almost laughable, except for the fact that we could truly end up with this person that will put an end to our Constitution, our country, and anything that you've gained, they'll take away. This is what this is all about. She's dyed in the wool Marxist, and make no mistake about it.
Not good. Seriously, not good.
The fact that she's hiding away from everybody, including the friendly media that is completely on the side of the Democratic Party, it leads me to believe that there's a lot more to hide than what they think they're hiding. Especially looking into this assassination attempt on Donald Trump and the threats of more assassination attempts for both Trump, Kennedy, and probably now they'll throw in Gabbard because she's taken sides. Mainstream media has been nothing but complimentary to the honeymoon phase of Harris being installed, not voted in, installed as the candidate for the left side running in this election. Make no mistake, she garnered not one vote at any time for running for president. She was installed. And now they want to coronate her as queen without uttering a word about her plans, her solutions, and how she intends to pay for all the freebies and giveaways that she has promised, not only the illegal people in this country, but all of the poor in this country that are suffering will get on the backside of anything given out because it is foreigners, illegal foreigners first with Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. By the way, you can't separate these two. They're joined at the hip in every decision that was made in the last 3.5 years in this country, and we all know what the benefit of that was.
Thanks a lot for keeping the Chinese off our backs. We really appreciate it.
How in the world can anyone vote for this woman that is trying to break a glass ceiling but has to bring along a moderator with her to a sit-down interview? That smacks of, I know I can't handle the job, so I'll bring somebody along that can help me. You have a missing president right now with all that's going on in the Middle East and in the Ukraine with the Russian war. Taiwan being threatened daily by overflights of bombers and surrounded by military ships. And he's laying on a beach, doesn't give a darn. And she is out doing what? She's been among the missing. Hanging out with her Hollywood buddies? I don't know. But anyone that in this country can go ahead and cast a vote in good conscience for Kamala Harris, for anything, I don't care if it's dog catcher, needs to go get mental help and probably put into an asylum to be reprogrammed because they're not thinking properly. And incorrect thinking is what's caused us to be in the situation we are with our economy, number one. Number two, our military. And number three, our borders.
It's showtime.
It's plain as the nose on our faces what's going on, what happened, and who is going to pay for it. If not at the election box, when? We don't have a lot of time left, folks. It's time to wake up, smell the coffee, decide by what their accomplishments are on either side. Yes, we are blessed with only two people to vote for that none of us really, really like, if the truth be known. But it's not about liking a personality. It's about loving your country and giving back to your country what it's given to you, and to preserve this country and all that it stands for on the world stage. We can no longer play footsie with people that are capable of destroying the world, and now she wants to re-sign, if elected, the Iran nuclear deal. The only last stop measure we have from those nutcase mullahs of blowing this world up and getting to their 7 virgins, and the only thing stopping it is that they don't have a nuclear weapon, and Israel. They are our staunchest ally in the Middle East, which is a powder keg. But yet, we want to look down on those people that are protecting us from a lot of uncertainty and not back them. This is Biden, this is Harris, this is Kirby, all of these fakes that are in jobs that they don't belong in because they don't understand what they're doing. One is now running to be president and head of the biggest carnival act that you'll ever lay eyes on in your life.
Sideshow Bob.
We're living right now under the same regime that wants to stay in power, which is the Kamala Harris and Joe Biden regime. Don't forget that. And under them, we ended up living in Gotham. And we have to rely on Batman to come and save us.
Shocking, shocking.
And they're backed by the people behind the curtain, and now it should be evident to you all who they are. Led in force by the Obamas. It's plain and simple. Not good. But anyway, it's Thursday. And Thursday here in East Tennessee is bringing us 90 degrees and a sunny day. And I think Kaiser and I will make it out for a lunch in a nice cool restaurant somewhere. We had a lot of farm work done. I had to work on a tractor problem that we had. Thank God for Meade Tractor. They came out here with the technician and fixed everything up. So we're back in business. We got the last of the hay fields cut, and the tractor's running fine, and so is the cutting machine. So we're taking the day off today. We're going to wind the clocks and head into town. But we're hoping that you have good weather, and if you are hit in this heat wave that's happening for the dog days of August, I hope you will be out and about with plenty of water on hand, and don't forget to plan for this weekend. If you're doing a cookout and you need some meats, call up Lazy J Farms and Butcher Shop, because they raise everything on their farm and it's taken to their butcher shops, and you have the blonde Aquitaine cattle. You have the best pork products. They just put down, I was in there last week, and they were sectioning up some ribs, pork ribs that look like heaven. And they have cheese and eggs, and their chickens. Their chicken products are the best tasting chicken you've ever had, and they will ship to your door. You don't have to be local here with them. They will ship it flash frozen to you in a day, and you'll have everything on hand that you need. And their cheese and their hot dogs, they make their own hot dogs with no fillers, and they're great hot dogs. Then you get the large size sausage-style hot dogs, and you get the small ones, the bun-length ones, and you just tell them what you need. They'll pack it, ship it, and you'll have it in no time at all. And let me just tell you, once you taste this blonde Aquitaine cattle, you'll never go to store-bought beef again. So you can contact them at 423-398-5595, or you can find them on Facebook at Lazy J Beef, and you can visit them, of course, on their 2204 Bloomingdale Road in Kingsport, Tennessee. And once again, that phone number is 423-398-5595. And tell them, ask for Butch, and he's the butcher there, and tell him that Kaiser sent you, and he'll cut your meat to order and have it shipped out to you, or you can pick it up this afternoon. And if you're barbecuing this weekend for Labor Day, you owe it to yourself to try the Lazy J Farm and Butcher Shop. I hope you all have wonderful plans for the Labor Day weekend. We'll be here with you tomorrow with a short Kaiser report, and then we're going to probably go visit the children and grandkids this weekend. So we'll try to get a weekend report out to you, but I know you're all busy for Labor Day weekend, so we'll probably just wait and see you back here on Tuesday for the regular Kaiser report to resume. If we are out and about and see something fun to post, we'll have the cameras with us, and we'll do that for you. But please say a prayer today for this country, and that we don't go down the tubes, and we don't lean any further left to Satan than we already have. And pray for those bad leaders as well as the good leaders, that they come to some common sense, because common sense has been taken out of this equation. And if you look at what's going on with the investigation into the assassination attempt on Trump, you'll find out quickly that it's beginning to look a little bit more suspicious than it ever has before. I really, really worry about that we have corrupted three-letter agencies that may be involved in this. I'd like to think not, but it's not looking good for certain people at the top of some of these agencies that have been pointed fingers at, let's just say. And not only that, but pray for your family, that your family does the right thing and doesn't get caught up in some of these protests that are going on. It's really not our business to be involved in some of that, but we are, and monetarily, and then we do have. And as much as they tell you we don't have boots on the ground, remember, we do, in one fashion or another. So they can lie, they can fib, and they can try to fool us, but as I tell you all the time, we are endowed with a mind given to us by God for thought and reasoning, and we've lost the ability because of laziness and technology and things of that nature that have made us forget that we still have a very powerful computer on our shoulders that will allow us to make the right decisions if you use the power given to you by God the Almighty, not by some politician. Politicians come and politicians go, and along with them go their ideas and regimes. We need to corkscrew out of the situation that we have gotten into since Obama. The only disruption to that was the Trump presidency, and this is why they hate this man. This is why they make up the lies about this man. This is why they want you to think that this man is something he is not. Well, if you want to look at somebody who is not what they say he is, start with Obama, look at Joe Biden, and look at Kamala Harris, and then maybe you'll realize Trump may have a little more on the ball than they do. And this is why hate has been thrown at him with poison darts and continues as late as yesterday with this Jack Smith indictment, which is pure BS. And everyone knows it. This guy just can't get over that he was embarrassed by a thinking judge that was not appointed by George Soros.
Putz.
So he's not going to get over it, and he's got to get Trump to prove his point, and that little rat face of his can come on the TV all he wants, but he has no business doing this, and it's already been shown that he has not been appointed by Congress as a special investigator. So for the news media that wants to keep calling him special investigator, they need to shut up. But again, mainstream media is not your friend, and it's not my friend. They're the friends of the party that pay them and give them the advertising dollars to continue to tell you how to think. And we all now know we have our own thinking computer inside between your ears to make the right decisions that you need to make. And I tell you this all the time, be prepared in case a lot of these minds don't wake up, and have enough on hand to sustain you and your family. And I tell you this all the time, get food put away, get water put away, have cash on hand. Please be prepared. If you don't know how, use this platform, YouTube. You can go to Appalachian Homestead. You can go to, there's 10 different kinds of preparedness websites or channels here that you can look at and learn how to do things. I think if you go to Patera's website at Appalachian Homestead, you can find everything from canning to husbandry there. So utilize it. Get prepared. Do not wait. They're already making sounds that if one guy is elected over the other, that they're going to whip up a war. a civil war. Be prepared for that. Pray that it never happens, but be prepared. So listen, we're going to have a great Labor Day weekend. Turn off your TV sets. Don't look at any of these mainstream or charter type news people. They're not going to tell you the truth. They shade everything to mean what they think you should think. So get away from it. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy your church family. And for God's sake, pray every day for the health and well-being of your family and yourself, and for guidance to make the right decisions in life, and you'll be okay. We have a God that loves us, and we need to rely on that entity right now for all the help we can get. Prayer is a very, very powerful, positive thing to be doing. So go take a walk today, clear your mind, and don't turn on the TV, and everything is going to be great. And until Friday, tomorrow, we'll say bye-bye now from the Kaiser Report. God bless. Bye-bye now.